Poppy K and her bookish thoughts, adventures with ogres and astronauts. Poppy K and her bookish thoughts. Poppy K, subscribe, like, comment and share. I am reading House of Sky and Breath. Update so far. I'll come over here. Update so far. I forgot that in the prologue at the beginning, I forgot about the fact that we were finding out about Sophie and Emil, because they were at the death camp, weren't they? Or aren't they? So I actually, on my second reread, it seems very much like the Holocaust, the death camps. Beginning, it very first starts off with Sophie had survived the Kavala death camp for 2 weeks, and then on the other side, on page 2, this is what really sort of sealed the deal for me to think on those tracks, is the children were grey-skinned, gaunt, eyes too big, too hopeless, and that's just brought that to me. I am currently on page 125, so I've literally read that much so far. Yeah, I am enjoying it. I think because I'm doing like a little bit more of a deep dive, obviously I'm trying to concentrate a little bit more. It's just very hard to hold this. I was going to get it on ebook, but I can't deal with the trying to highlight and stuff like that, so I just thought I'd do it physically. So yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it so far. There are certain things that are kind of sticking out to me now. I've listened to a few podcasts as well, so I'm kind of immersing myself, I will say, in the world of Sarah J. Maas. Obviously this has got spoilers in it, so I know what happens at the end of this, obviously, because I have read it already. So I know that we have a whole metaverse, basically, of all of the books. So it's just trying to pinpoint and have a look to see where they all interlink and things. So as I said in in my House of Blood and Earth and Blood House of Earth and Blood video, there are some books in Jessica's library that were mentioned in A Court of Thorns and Roses and in The Throne of Glass. So there are little things now sort of being brought to my attention that, you know, that points to that everything is all interlinked. There are a few little bits and pieces and you're like, well, okay, is that so and so? Is that so and so? So obviously in the Earth and Blood series, Hunt had the tattoo across his head with thorns and things like that. The head of thorns, or the crown of thorns. So who has a crown of thorns? Jesus did, didn't he? And Sarah J. Maas majored in a religious studies PhD or something. She's got something. So obviously there are going to be elements of that throughout this, which is why I think the religious aspects are thrown in there as well. Well, not thrown in there, but they're put in there just to, you know, to highlight different aspects of different communities and things like that. So that's where I am at the minute. I'm so enjoying it. I was at work today, and of course I'm sat in the canteen with this, with all my pens and everything, and I was sat there, and this guy comes in. What are you reading? So oh yeah, and I was like, please don't talk to me. I am reading. Please don't talk to me. I have earphones in. I do not want to talk to you. I want to read my book. Bugger off. Anyway, so that is my update. And yeah, so yeah, anyway, that's my update. I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, hello, I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update on House of Sky and Breath. I am on to part 3, The Pit. So that is how far I've got. I cannot wait for the next book, that's all I'm going to say. But I will say there are so many things in these pages that I must have missed the first time round. There are some really... I'm just going to get my bookmark. There are some really lovely moments in this book. My very, very favourite is when Ethan moves in with, is it Rune? Well, anyway, before that, obviously Bryce and Hunt have decided not to keep their pact. They were not going to sleep with each other until the winter solstice, but they just couldn't not do that anymore. And poor old Ethan is staying with in Bryce's apartment, and of course the walls must be paper thin, and obviously they're having sex, and Ethan shouts out, "Please have sex a little louder. I didn't hear everything that time," like this. And then Hunt says to later on, Hunt says to Bryce, he says, "I'm gonna fuck you senseless." And Ethan says, "That sounds medically dangerous." Actually made me laugh. And then this was quite heartwarming actually. It says, "But last night, just for a moment, when Bryce had stepped up and the two of them had Sabine backing away, he remembered what it had been like. Not only to be a wolf in a pack, but a player on a team, working in unison, as if they were one mind, one soul." And I think that's what Ethan is missing, is obviously the pack, because obviously the devils, the pack of devils were killed at the beginning of the first book. And I think he's been trying to find his way in life, basically. So we saw Bryce trying to do that in the first book, really trying to find her way after she lost her best friend, and basically her best friends as well as Danica. And I think in this book we're kind of seeing how Connor's brother Ethan, how he's dealing with loss and things like that. There has been some, I mean, I have definitely tabbed the heck out of this as much as I have done the other one. So I've just got a few more, got 250 pages to go. That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to concentrate on this chair, by the way. It's terrible, isn't it, for making noises? Yeah, so that is what I'm going to do. I am going to get on with that and hopefully have it finished by the time this vlog goes up, because I've had, over the weekend, I had a really bad migraine. I couldn't read or do anything. It was just, oh, it killed me, actually. I just had to sit in a darkened room. I'd started dinner, and it was a roast dinner as well. Luckily, my husband took over and finished it and plated me something up so I could eat something later on, because I didn't even feel hungry at the time. I had this really bad migraine. Then I sat in a darkened room for ages, so I couldn't read. Monday I had work in the morning, and then I read in the afternoon when I was supposed to be sleeping, because then I was working overnight. I was doing stock take, so I was doing a night shift. So I've come back, and today's Tuesday, and I've just had a little sleep, taken off makeup, done a little bit of skincare. I might go and grab a little bit of toast actually, because I'm feeling a little bit peckish, and I'm going to try and tackle half of this today, because I've got, I'd say, I don't know, probably another 4 hours. So what are we now, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I could, if I sat and did nothing, read this, but I need to get dinner. I need to move the car, fill in my journals and stuff like that, and edit partly some of this video. So we'll see how we get on with that. Hopefully I will definitely have it finished by tomorrow, so no dramas on that. Right, so what I should do really is stop my talking, hush up and get on with reading. Well, hello, that's me, finished. A House of Sky and Breath. I mean, obviously I'd already read it before, but I love it so much. I cannot wait now for the next book to come along. So my thoughts, as I've been going through the book, as I say, I've absolutely tabbed and tabbed and tabbed. I think there were a few things that probably didn't need to be in there, but you know, it probably would have taken down the book a couple of pages, maybe 100 pages or so. Obviously the thing with Emil needed to be in there because we needed to find out about Sophie, so yes to that. There were things in there that I actually don't remember from the last time. I think this is the thing, when you reread a book like this, you kind of pick up on things. This reread, I kind of found a few things that I didn't really think, or that I missed the last time. I have questions about Hunt. I really do. I think the whole crown thing, don't know who his dad is. Regulus basically says it's a beacon to the world from which the Fae originally come. It sometimes glows when the nearest Fae who have undiluted bloodlines from that world, Prince McCormack for example. And then she says it glowed for Hunt. They're talking about her star. So basically he said that her star will glow when there is a true-born Fae around it. Now remember, at the beginning of the book it was glowing intensely when Hunt came into the room, or into the box that they were sitting in at the ballet. I think he's Fae. I think he's Fae. I don't know who his dad is, but I think he is Fae. And yeah, that is I think I've written throughout the book, there are different things I'm like, but is he? And Jessica, who is she? And how old is she? Because my goodness me, she seems to be of quite an age, and I cannot wait to find out who she is either. Even though she didn't appear very much in the book, in this book, as much as she did in the first one. But yeah, obviously it's a 5-star read. Now, a couple of weeks, how long have we got? Let's have a look at the calendar. We are I'm on the 17th today, Wednesday the 17th. So it comes out on the 31st. So it comes out 2 weeks today. 2 weeks today. So I've got 2 more weeks, and then I just can't wait. I can't wait. I'm trying to keep away from everywhere as well, because apparently there's been some spoilers leaked. So I'm trying not to, if I see anything, I'll just, you know, try and get rid of it. But yeah, so that's that finished. I absolutely loved it. Yeah, that's both of them done, look. yeah, so that's all of my markings, my tabbing. I'm going to just read it for the pleasure of reading it first, and then I think I'll reread it again at some point. Yeah, I'm glad to be back in this world again. So I hope you enjoyed my little reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week. I have got a couple of other books that have come in the post. One of them was released not so long ago, so I might read that. I don't know, but we shall see. And I will see you next week. Have a great day. Bye!